You know that feeling when a song just takes you on a journey, an emotional climb that feels like it just keeps going up and up and up? Well, get ready, because today we're going to break down how one of pop music's biggest anthems secretly follows a perfect mathematical roadmap. I know what you're thinking. A certified banger from Beyoncé and high school algebra? What could they possibly have in common? It's a totally fair question, and trust me, the answer is way cooler and more elegant than you might think. Now, this might sound a little wild, but the whole idea we're diving into is that the emotional journey of Love on Top perfectly, and I mean perfectly, mirrors the graph of a quadratic function. Yep, that classic U-shaped curve you probably remember from math class. So how in the world do we connect the dots between those soulful vocals and a math equation? Well, to really get this brilliant analogy, let's do a super quick refresher on the math itself. Don't worry, it'll be painless. Okay, quick flashback to math class. This is a quadratic function. You probably remember seeing that equation. But honestly, forget all the a's and x's for a second. The only thing that really matters for us right now is the shape it creates, this beautiful, perfect U-shaped curve called a parabola. That curve is everything. Now, this U shape has a few key features that are going to be really important. You've got the starting point on the graph. We call that the y-intercept. You've got the absolute lowest point, the bottom of the U, called the vertex. There's a perfect line of symmetry that splits it right down the middle. And of course, that iconic upward curve on both sides. Just keep those four things in your head. They're our roadmap. All right, with that little math lesson fresh in our minds, let's do the fun part. We're actually going to build the graph of Love on Top, piece by piece, starting right from the song's opening notes. First up, the y-intercept. In math, this is just the official starting line. It's the point on the graph where the whole journey begins, before anything else happens. And in the song, that's the intro. Think about how Love on Top starts out. Beyoncé's voice is so smooth, so controlled, totally grounded. There's no big belting, no major vocal runs. Not yet. She's setting the emotional baseline. It's the calm before the incredible climb. Okay, next stop on our graph, the vertex. Now, for a parabola that opens up like ours, the vertex is the absolute lowest point on the entire curve. It's the bottom of the U. So, what's the emotional low point in the song? Well, the thinking goes that it's that moment of pure lyrical clarity. Baby, it's you. You're the one I love. But this isn't a low point of weakness, not at all. It's the opposite. It's the lowest point because it's the point of absolute fundamental certainty. And from this vertex, every single thing in the song moves in one direction, up. Next up, we have the axis of symmetry. This is that imaginary vertical line that just slices the parabola right down the middle, creating two perfect mirrored halves. It represents perfect balance and structure. And where do we hear that in the song? It's in Beyoncé's insane vocal control. The structure of the song literally mirrors itself around that moment of certainty. The lyrics, the rhythm, the phrasing, it's all repeated with this perfect symmetry. The only thing that changes is the pitch, which just keeps climbing. This isn't random. It is intentional, it is balanced, it is absolute control. Okay, now for the main event, the part of the song that everybody knows, everybody loves, and everybody waits for. We've built the base of our parabola. We have our starting point, our low point, and our symmetry. Now, let's talk about that glorious, unending climb. This is where the right side of our parabola just shoots for the sky. You know what I'm talking about. The key changes. With each repeat of the chorus, the pitch jumps higher and higher. The structure stays the same, but the emotional intensity, our vertical climb on the graph, it just goes through the roof with every single keychain. And here is the most profound, most beautiful part of this whole thing. The parabola never comes back down. The song literally ends while it's still climbing. There's no peak and then a decline. As the analysis so perfectly puts it, the function is still increasing when the music stops. The feeling just keeps on growing, even after the fade out. So let's just bring it all home. When you map out the song's emotional and structural journey, you don't just find an amazing pop song. No, you find something even more elegant, a perfect mathematical formula. So let's just lay it all out one more time. That upward curve of the parabola, that's the endless emotional growth in the song. The vertex, that minimum point, that's the unshakable moment of certainty. The axis of symmetry is her incredible structural control. And those iconic repeated key changes, that's the function's output just increasing and increasing and increasing, basically toward infinity. And that right there is the big, mind-blowing idea behind this whole thing. It is so much more clever than just hitting higher notes. Beyoncé isn't just randomly changing keys. She is literally increasing the output of the exact same function over and over again. Same structure, just a higher and higher elevation. It's a perfect parabola in musical form.
It is just an incredible way to see the hidden architecture, the hidden genius in a piece of art that we all know and love. And it kind of leaves you with one final question to chew on. What other beautiful hidden patterns are out there, hiding in the music, in nature, and just in the world all around you?